I love that question, because that is really where I surprise my students. In reality, I always say, in reality, from a marketing point of view, there is actually not a real difference. The tools that we use in international marketing and in domestic marketing are basically the same. The complexity of international marketing is really in the marketing uncontrollables, so the ones that we don't control, what we call environment. And that is where the complexity comes. So in domestic market, you have lived there, you know the culture, you know the values, you know the distribution channels, you know everything. When you start going internationally, for every different country that you go into, things get more complex. Legal systems, distribution channels that don't even exist, technology levels that are different. So in reality, the complexity in international marketing lies in understanding that what you are going to get yourself into, there are domestic marketing managers that for a market that for you is international marketing, for them it is domestic marketing, and the complexity is just 10 times higher than for domestic marketing. Well, that is actually much more difficult to explain. Right now, we're in a very difficult moment worldwide, which is we've seen that we have lived a global crisis where actually growth levels were actually very low almost everywhere in the developed world. However, if we really look at businesses, at companies that were already very international and were basically present in all markets, you've seen that they have come through the crisis much better than others. So it is very difficult that international markets all have the same growth levels and crisis levels everywhere in the world. So being present everywhere and expand yourself international provides you with opportunities. Today, the time that a company has to launch a new product in international markets compared to maybe 20 years ago, it's much less. The speed is much higher. So in reality, the way to grow your business is really today highly dependent on your capacity to grow internationally. Well, this is again a very difficult one, because on one side I would say no, because there are businesses that have no resources, that have no capacity to go international, and for a business that is not prepared to go international, you would actually say they could actually destroy themselves. However, there is a lot of examples today where very small businesses have found ways to internationally project their business and grow, even in very small niche markets. So actually what I would say, I think you should at least, in a course like this, evaluate your possibilities, look at it, and think that maybe where you thought there were no possibilities to go internationalize because your business was too small or too local, you might actually find out that there are opportunities. So I would always say, look into it and see if there's anything that we can do.